Hey, what's up, Steve? I'm just gonna be going over stocks on my watch list and if I should have them there, should I have them there, should I not have them there, why I should, why I shouldn't. And yeah, trying to clear up my watch list because it's pretty packed, it's pretty filled, and not all of them are viable trades or tradable setups. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and go into it. I'm gonna remove my screen and share my screen. That way you can go over this stuff. So give me a sec here. We are we are here at eTrader Pro. I hope you all can see that. Oh, hopefully you can see the screen, Steve. Here, oh, there we go. I can see it now. Perfect. So let's get straight into this moment jammer right here. Um, so I just looked at kids right now. Looking at the multi-day or at the daily chart, this isn't something I would consider trading here. It looked like it held the lows. Obviously, I actually just saw that right now. I already looked at this and went over it myself and dissected it a little bit before recording. But this is not a this is not a this is not a pattern. This is not a setup. I have more cases against it than for it. Um, Number one, I mean the volume isn't the best as we can see here, and as we can see here, um, the volume isn't the best. That has no previous history here. It's a gapper. Clearly couldn't hold its highs. The bounce here on this day, which is this day, is very weak. I actually traded it here, I believe. Um, I think it was this one I traded. I don't remember, but it just couldn't, it couldn't really break out above. I mean, there's a lot of resistance here. It couldn't break. Not the best signs there. Not the best signs at all, actually. But what I did see is that it has bottomed here at this low at 445, kind of, because I can see here and I can see the resistance. I mean, the support here from back on, I don't know what day this is because I'm in the way, but it's May something. Um, Back here, I can see the support there. However, that doesn't mean that I should trade it. You know what I mean? I can look at it, see how it holds this level. It might break down or it might just hold the level and bounce a little bit. But as of now, I don't have like, oh, okay, this is gonna trade. I'm gonna trade this. I will trade it if it holds the low of whatever this is. This low is 648, 630, and 657. Sorry, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, no, that's not right. That's those are the highs. I'm sorry. The lows is 456, 461, and 450. So, 450, if it holds 450 level, possibly. Now, I mean, 450 is here, like right here. Now it might drop here and then save up again. I just need to be realistic here. And know what exactly I want. This can continue to break down. This is not an A plus setup, not at all. Um, so yeah, let's go to ASST. ASST has a huge gap here. Volume has high volumes. It means a lot of people are trading it. It's easy to go in, it's easy to go out. And it's holding its highs up here. It's holding its highs. Uh, this can be a potential, in my opinion, it can be a potential breakout if it holds and consolidates at this level, then it can break out. It can probably hold this level and break out. Now, don't trade it the way you've traded it. Well, I haven't traded this one, but the way you've traded breakouts before, where you see it spiking and gets you buy it at the top. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Let it pull back. Let it come back down. If it falls to pieces, it's a piece of shit, and you didn't miss out on anything. If anything, you saved money. You guys actually made money from not trading it. Um, Give me a sec. Fuck. Just have my knee brace on because I have a torn meniscus and it's hurting. Um, so yeah, ASST. This looks this looks like a gun chart pattern, like Matt Monaco has the ones he trades, where it goes up, it consolidates, and it goes up again. Um, on the daily, like this, I don't see this is 200 days. Let's go back to like 2 years. Oh wow. Okay, so it had resistance here for 405. You can see right here 405. What is that here? 405. I didn't even. It just gapped up. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's here. It's here. So it makes sense that it's having. It makes sense that it's having difficulty up here, or I should say up here at the 880s, high eights. Because if you look all the way back to June 21st, or yeah, June 21st, all of June basically of 2023, which is 2 years ago, that was its support before it broke down and came back down. That was its support. Now that's intriguing me a little bit. I want to see a little bit more just for the sake of it. Wow. Okay. So yeah, and it has more support back here. So you can see this is why it's important to look at the history because you see, where it's at. So now it makes sense, why it's having struggling over here. Now it makes sense, why it's struggling, and that gives you like, hey man, you don't want to buy it up at the eights, high eights. 7 is a decent entry. Honestly, the ideal entry is probably 7 or 675, 7 if it touches down here. You see it come down a little bit and it continues. It just bounces off, it trades around there, and you just ideally it works up towards here. You can see it touched it like 3 times. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want to count this one. So it's definitely gonna have some difficulty. What I like about this one is that I think, in my opinion, it is a multi-day breakout, or sorry, not a multi-day breakout, a multi-day runner, because it's showing it here, I think, and also because here it's just holding the highs here. It's holding that level. It's held the 7 level. It held 712 or 745, 750 kind of. You just can't break over 6, or sorry, 890 or like 9 kind of. So yeah, this is I would much rather look at this and stare at this than stare at kids, because kids is not this is not an ideal. Let me go back. This is not an ideal setup. This is not an ideal this is not, it's not a pattern, okay? It's 3, maybe if this is like a freaking 4, maybe, and a 5 will bounce, up here. Sorry, I just get distracted 'cause I hear a lot of noise from outside and I'm just thinking someone's here. Um, this is more like a 3. It's kind of consolidating, kind of like a breakout type of thing. Um, maybe it's still in the 3 phase. What I do know though is that what I do know is that if it holds this and it breaks out, and even if I miss the breakout, what I do know is that if it goes breaks out, it's gonna have to come back down. So it's gonna have to, you know what I mean, come back down, and um it's gonna come back down, and it's gonna be a great number 5 first Green Day bounce. And those honestly are much better for me because those levels are already set. They're already there. I just have to draw the line so that I know where it's at. You know what I mean? So, like for example, if I go to like here, RGC, it's crazy, 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 crazy. From freaking $6, I think, 4 bucks to 350 right now in a span of what, 2 months? It's insane. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. You know what I mean? And this is actually really good so that I can see how it trades. You know what I mean? Like learn from it. Um, I actually traded this when it was in the sixes, and I lost money on it. It's not funny because I lost my money, but it was interesting to see. I look over here because my camera's over here, but I'm over here. but it's interesting to see the way it moves. You know, like it's not funny because I lost money. It's not fun losing money. Who the fuck likes to lose money? You know what I mean? Take this shit serious. So I didn't mean to laugh like, oh, it's funny that I lost money. Ha ha ha. No, you know. Uh, Anywho, let me return back to I was AS. Darn it, man. Don't freeze on me right now, bro. Come on. All right. So ASST we just went over. This is ASST. Now we're going to go to G plus. G plus is interesting because I don't think if I brought it up, but someone brought it up in the webinar with Ellis, Art of War, and he was like, okay, this is not a. It was here when it was here. This is not a multi-day runner. This is just a 1 day spiker, and it's down to back here. And he said these people here are chasing. And I agreed with that. My plan was to trade this. However, I did not because it gapped up. It gapped up a lot more than what I was comfortable with. And right at the market open, it just spiked. And I forgot which stock I was trading. And I was like, dang. I mean, I the pattern the it was also a first screen day bounce, number 5. Um, I think I chose it because it was also not sub penny, but it wasn't a dollar. It was like 43 cents, something like that. I don't remember, but it wasn't that big. Anyhow, this I spoke. Ellis talked about this. He said this is not a multi-day runner. It wasn't, at least not in the time at the time. It wasn't a multi-day runner because it was, this is a 1 day spiker. It just came back down. Now I was honestly thinking of a first screen down bounce because I'm like, okay, it didn't give all of its gains back. Like it didn't come back all the way to freaking $2 or anything like that. It came back to 4 and it had its highs of 8. So like, halfway down. And so, yeah, I was trying to play the bounce the 5, but I just didn't feel comfortable with this, pre-market. But again, I shouldn't be trading. I shouldn't be I'm not that I shouldn't be there. It's good that I'm there and I'm focused and I'm, getting all the information. You have to stock the stock. You know what I mean? Stock like STALK, stock the stock. You have to stock the stock STOCK. Because that's how you learn how that stock moves. You know what I mean? Every stock is like a person. It has its personalities. It has its things that it likes and it doesn't like, the way it moves. So, you have to get to know that person, or in this case, the stock. Um, so yeah, I just missed out. I was frustrated, but not really because my thesis was right. But now this is actually looking more like like a multi-day runner because it's holding its size. Now here you can clearly see there's levels, there's resistance up here in the 880s and what 720s and stuff. Let's go back, look more of its history, and you can see that this is like resistance right here. That's why it's struggling at 980, 86. Also, this is not a very clean pattern. This is not a clean, ASST is more cleaner. It's clean. This is not as clean. This is also very choppy. It came back, it came up, it came down, back down, it came back up, it came back down, and now it's back up. And it looks like it wants to hold itself, but look how choppy it is, man. Like it spikes, it comes back down. It kind of wanted to curl up, and then it came back down and it broke a little bit, and then, so this is not an ideal trade. This is not an A plus setup. The volume sure is there, kind of a little bit. Obviously, not as much as the first screen day. It'll never have it like that. I mean, it can have it, but so it has a little bit of volume. The the history it has no history of spiking, at least not a year ago. Let's look back. Definitely not 2 years ago. Yeah, yeah. So not an ideal. I mean, it's becoming a first screen day spiker. Not the best for multi-day break. Sorry, multi-day runner. It's not the greatest one. Um, it's very choppy. It looks like it kind of wants to hold its highs, but it doesn't at the same time. In the daily chart, it doesn't look the best. So what I would be looking for this, no, nothing. Honestly, there's nothing that I see here that, oh my gosh, like I would trade this 100%. No, nothing here that really. What I really wanted to trade was this move here. I missed it. It happened. If I were to look at it, I'd see that it comes back up a little bit to like the eights, and it holds the eights. and it works, a little bit of eights and the nines and breaks out. But it's not an ideal. It's not an ideal setup here, not an ideal trade. So, Pony, my goodness me, bro. Pony, pony, pony. Pony, I'm honestly just looking at. I'm not even trading it anymore. Pony is Pony. Oh, my goodness me. I fucked up Pony royally. I messed this one up so bad. This is like the most textbook breakout that I've seen or witnessed and that I haven't kept eye on it. Like kind of like RGC, you know what I mean? Look at this, man. Look at this. One, no, not one. This is yeah. The first run up, the consolidation, and the breakout. You know what I mean? Like this is like goes up, side, up. And like this is like I was like, damn, like it's gonna break out like this, and I just royally fucked up the damn trade. I think I don't know if it was. Let me see. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it was definitely here. I fucked it up so freaking hard right here. I was like, oh, it's gonna spike again. But if like I need to learn to be disciplined. You know what I mean? Like I fuck FOMO, bro. You got to really be disciplined here. And so you can clearly see, like this is a consolidation, the breakout, and I just wasn't going to trade anymore there because it was a higher price stock. There's not much I can really leverage there, like getting a big amount because I don't have a big amount, big I don't have a big account. Um, as y'all can see, I don't know, I probably won't show you guys, but anyways, I'll show you, Steve, because you're the only one watching this. Anywho, I'm just watching this now because like this is awesome. Like maybe not maybe it will come back down, but I want to see that. I want to see how it moves. I don't now. Obviously, I don't look at it like all the time and keep my eye because there's other trades that I want to focus on. But Pony, my goodness me, here is the breakout. It broke out. Oh, this is not really a breakout. This is a breakout here. It kind of failed breakout, and boom, on the third it broke out. But damn, bro, this is also a first screen day bounce right here. First number 5, first screen day bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fantastic. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't have fucked this shit up more perfectly than I fucked it up. You know what I mean? Like this is an A plus setup, breakout, first screen day bounce. Like this is solid. This is what I should be looking for. This is ideal. The volume is also there. You don't see it diminish, like to the butt, like to the track, down the trash, like it's still holding the volume very solid, very good. This is what I should be looking for. Um, yeah, this is solid. You know what I mean? This is all of its history. Obviously, you can see there's a little bit more resistance here in the 14s, 13s, and obviously now the highest is 23. Now, who knows? This might go up to 23. Obviously, I'm not going to trade it anymore because this is just like chasing speculation. This is not something I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely. Now, yeah, you can make levels here. Like you can draw levels like here, like there's a level here, there's a level here. You know what I mean? But this is not something I'm going to be trading now. You know what I mean? This is something to definitely learn from and keep on watch just to look at. That's Pony. Devs. Devs. Man, my goodness me. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Fit is fine. So this is first screen day. It looks like it's holding this. You see, this is also very choppy. This is not an ideal type of setup pattern, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's not ideal. Okay, this is it. First screen day. It's a 1 day spiker here. So 1 day spiker gives back most of its gains. It gaps up, and this is with pre-market. Yeah, you see, show extended hours. Yeah, so this is with pre-market. It gaps back up. It comes back down. It bounces. It comes back down. This is very choppy here. This is not what I should be looking for. However, I will say Let me zoom in a little bit too. This is all right here. This does look like, I mean, here it looks like it gave it most of its gains away. Because it's at what, 27? That was 18. Highest is 53, 50, sorry, 56. So, this is wide, but it looks like it's holding here. You know what I mean? Right here, it's holding this right here at what, at 30 cents. It's holding 30 cents pretty well. So this is, I would say, like a first Green Day bounce, probably, but this, like I said, this is such a freaking choppy stock. You know what I mean? Like this is choppy. Like it goes up one day spiker. It gives back all most of its gains, more than half of its gains, I would say. Yeah, no, actually half of its gains because what it gets up to 50? No, it gets up to almost 60, bro. Yeah, so it gets almost 60. So 30 is like halfway. So it gives up more than a little bit more than of it, a little bit more of its more than half of its gains on the second day. This third day it gaps up, it drops, it bounces and it drops down, lower, breaks down pretty much. So this is another very choppy stock, not an A plus setup. It looks like an A plus setup for a first Green Day bounce, number 5 here. If it can hold this level, here at 30 cents. Yeah, this is not like let me. Yeah, like this is not ideal at all. Like this is not. I want to try this compared to ASTT. I would prefer ASST, GUPS. Honestly, this is um yeah, this is not something I would definitely. I would put devs on top of GPUS, GPUS, Pony. I'm just looking at Pony. So yeah, that's enough for me for devs. It's very choppy, not the best. Gaps up. This is not an ideal setup, an ideal pattern here. It's not an ideal pattern. This is not really a pattern, to be honest with you. But it looks like I think it might have a first Green Day bounce. That's what I think. I think you'll be at 30s. Yeah, be at 30s for sure. And then it might bounce up to maybe here 35 cents. Yeah, because it has a lot of resistance here at 30 35. Maybe here at 35. This is 35. So like, yeah, maybe 35. Um, that's a what? Let me check on my phone. Calculator. It's like a let's see. This is from 35, right? I said minus 0.30. Oh shoot, huh? Sorry, my bad. The calculations right here, bro, because my phone I don't have divided by 30. That's a 16% bounce. So that's like, I know it doesn't seem a lot because it's pennies, you know what I mean? But it's a 16% bounce, bro. So 16% of whatever position I take, you know what I mean? So I'm not good at math either, you know what I mean? I have a finance degree, but yeah. So anywho, this is I'll keep it on watch for like tomorrow, or not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday, but for Monday, possibly. Possibly a first grenade bounce. Let's go to Nito. Nito. I don't remember if I tried trading this one. Um, Nito. Let me this is 10 minutes, right? 15 minutes looks so much more cleaner, but it doesn't have pre or after. All right. Nito. All right. 200. All righty. One day spiker. Not even a one day spiker because it couldn't even hold its gains. Another one day spiker and it couldn't hold its gains. Okay. First Green Day capped up dramatically, came back down, it bounced like a 3, 4, 5 with the bounce 6, and then 7, pretty much. Yeah, this is definitely 7. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here, pretty much. And by these numbers, this is the 7-step framework from Timothy Sykes. That's what I'm referring to as numbers. That way you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know it, look it up. You'll see it. But 7-step framework, Tim Sykes. So yeah, I mean, you can say here it kind of is a multi-day record, not sorry, a multi-day runner, not really, because they didn't really run for a lot. I mean, it just gapped up ridiculously, and you see it here. You see it here, exactly the same shit. First day, freaking first day, freaking spiked here at the end. Gapped up ridiculously. You can see the gap up right here. So look, same, not necessarily the same, but same here for sure. Gaps up ridiculously, and gaps up ridiculously. And what? One, two, three. Sorry, 1, 2 red days. It bounces on the third one. 1, 2 pounds. Red day. So this is telling me it's gonna pretty much break down here. This is from its history. All I'm looking at is its history right now. From its history, it looks and it's telling me that it's gonna break down pretty much. Because look, Green Day, Green Day, Green Day, Green Day, Red Day, Red Day, Red Day, Red Day, Green Day, Red Day, Green Day, Red Day, and then the rest is red, red, red. It pretty much just falls apart. So that's the history. So I'm looking at there's nothing I can really trade here. This is what only trade I probably would have taken here. In 200 days, let's see, 200, 120. It's probably like on this one right here, which is this one for that bounce. You know what I mean? It's crazy is that here it got more volume. But it just came back down. So I'm not really looking to this one. I think this one is done for me. Nito. Um, yeah, I don't think this is not a ideal setup either. Pattern, whatever you want to call it, it's not ideal. This is not an A plus setup. This is not something I should be focusing on right now. Nito, I'm gonna put you all the way down. You don't deserve to be up here. Yeah, Nito's no go. Yeah, the trade that would have been or should have been would have been this one right here, this one, which is this one right here, which was this day. And look at this fucking failed mother freaking bounce, bro. It couldn't go any higher. I mean, unless you're like, really good at timing it and you just got it at 33 and it went up to 41, 42, you would have made more than 16% because we just did the calculations for that other one. So more than 15%. But that's it. That's its bounce. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, yes, this is like a little continuation. Sure. If you want to call it that. But she gave it out, and this is pretty much for me. This is it for that one. Nito, not the top stock I need to be looking at. So yeah, let's go to this one. Damn, you can't see shit here. Volume is there. Can't really tell about this shit, but it looks like it's run for multiple days. Run for multiple days. There's only 120. Let's see for 200. Yeah, so it's ran here, not significant volume here, not significant volume here, not significant volume here. Let's see a year. Okay, 2 years. All right, we got some freaking action here, fine, not freakingly. So yeah, it's gonna have hella fucking resistance here in the back, but there's no volume here, so this is kind of irrelevant, I would say, or as I've been taught, it's kind of been. Oh, my fucking voice cracked all bad, bro. My voice cracked all bad. Anyways, this is not a lot of volume here, so it's pretty much. I think I might be wrong here, but this is irrelevant information because there's no volume here. This is volume. This is volume. So this is more relevant. So let me go back. 90. I'm trying to really look at this. You know what I mean? Just so I can see. Okay, here we go. Breaking it in a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay. Um, First Green Day. Bounce. Number 5. Uh, from here on out, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'll be honest. Oh, you know what? I think this is. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think I asked Ellis about this one, like, hey, like if it well, I didn't say it like this, but I just didn't type it out well. I don't know if you understood what I said. I hope you did. It didn't look like it because the answer you gave me didn't make sense to what I was thinking I was asking. So Um, so yeah, this is I my head I was thinking like if it comes up here, like when this is spiking and it consolidates here and it like closes here, like this can potentially break out. But it spiked and it came back down and it gave all its gain. So this is, to me is really not anything special here. Um, yeah, no, I mean I can't see like any trade here. I honestly don't know. I'm a novice. You know, I don't know a lot. I mean I do. I shouldn't be saying that. I do know what I should and shouldn't be trading. This is not something I should be. This is not something I should be trading. Okay, this is something I should not be trading. This is I should have traded it here on number five on the fifth day, which is here. You know, um, which is let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So 10 days. Here we go. This is the first screen day. Two, okay, one. You see, this one also gave back all its gains. Well, not all of it, but it came back down quite significantly. And then this is the day. This is the day where you should have, but again, it fucking gapped up pre-market 30, perfect. This is gosh, these are so freaking ideal, bro. Yeah, from 30, 40 cents, from 40 cents to freaking 52 cents, bro. Let me get my phone so I can do the math on my phone because I don't want to do it on my calculator. Let me do the math on that real quick. Oh, let me do the math real quick. So this is from what, 50, I said? From 50? Let's just go from like 50. Let's see. Yeah, it went from like went to 53. I'll say 50, all right? 50, which is like right here. 50 from 40, 40 to 50. You know, 0.50 minus 0.40. That's a that's a 25% bounce, bro. A 25% bounce. So now multiply 25 times your position size. Let's say you take a $1,000 position size, $250 right there, bro. I know to a lot of people that probably doesn't seem like a lot, $250, probably not a lot, maybe to you, but I'm learning in my journey. This is a lot. That is a lot for me. I'm learning and I'm that is very good for me. You know what I mean? So right now, I don't see a trade. This should have been the trade here and on the fifth day of May. But I don't see a trade here. This is not something I'm looking at. But the thing is that it does have history. It does have history. It has those levels. It has the volume. But I don't. I can't see something here. I don't pick up on something here. This is not my, my stuff. This is not my gravy. This is not something I'm. Um, so yeah, this is. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. WW. WW. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit here. 200. All right. I did trade this one. I remember trading this one. I don't remember if I traded NVNI. I think I did this one as well. Though. Oh yeah, I did for a gain. No, wait, hold on. This is uh yeah, I don't remember trading this one. I do remember WW though. Because I saw this. I saw this and I traded this. And I got out early. I don't remember if I got a profit. I don't remember. But what I do know is that I traded it for the number five, for the number five. Ellis was trading it here for the number five. He was a day earlier, like he typically says he is. Um, he says that he's typically in the, I'm not saying that he typically is. He said that he's in a webinar, of course. So this is a perfect. I understand why he took it. Five. It's one of the lows here, bounced up. The volume's not completely dry. It's not the worst, not the best, and not the worst. Not really multi-day runner here. It's just really a lot of up and down with not a lot of volume here. So this is really important. This is it's a crazy gap up. So I saw this. I saw this pretty much, and I was like, this dropped a lot. That must mean it must get a bounce. And also, guess what? Look, it dropped out to where here the previous supports, and so yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, that was my support, and the resistance was up here. and that's what my deal was. Um, so that's why I traded this. Now here I don't, there's no really what are my odds here? Like Ellis says, what are your odds when you join it? What are the odds? You know what I mean? Oh, I can write. Oh shoot, I didn't even know I could write. That's crazy. Now I know I can write. Anyways, that is sick. Oh shoot. Okay. That's cool. Anyhow, I saw this pretty much. I saw it go down. Let me actually erase this just so you can see it clearly. So I saw it go down. Gosh darn it. Probably shouldn't move this much. What's this? Spotlight? Oh, what? I'm gonna distract it. This is pretty cool. I am gonna have to learn this on my own time. Anyways, let me go back to what it is. Uh, take this off. Okay. Anyways, I was here. I saw this bounce. I saw this drop, and I saw that it was at these levels, and so played a bounce. Now it doesn't look. The volume has lowered a little bit. It's come back to the lows. It's not something I'm looking forward to. It's not something I want to trade. However, this might isn't. I would much rather focus on ASST than focus on WW. I'm about to say WWE on WW. So this one is just is gonna stay here. I'll leave it where it's at. Not going to be trading it. This one either. I'm not going to be trading. Pony, I'm looking at. This is a choppy stock. It's holding like if it holds its highs, it comes back up here. Maybe it's very choppy. Ellis said it's not a multi-day runner. I don't want to focus on something that isn't a multi-day runner. But yeah, devs, I'm looking for a number 5 here. We're sorry, number 5. First Green Day bounce right here for the or on Sunday or Monday. So yeah, and then ASST, I'm gonna be keeping watch on it to see for a breakout. So those honestly the only ones I'm really looking at spending my time is devs and ASST, the only ones. Now I really need to go to the restroom, so give me a sec. All right, I am back. So yeah, honestly, those are it. Now I'm gonna go to FinViz and look at I'm gonna make this is gonna be another video. But yeah, that's what I have, and that's pretty much it for me for today. I'm gonna stop the share. Yeah, so thanks, Steve, for making this video, and thank you for taking the time to care about your journey enough to record this shit to a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and I will make it happen. Yeah. Anyways, peace. Later.